The Bruh. The fuck?
Off that. Just people are very ugly these days because they don't take care of themselves, but also I definitely am somebody that, like, the more I am attracted to
Oh.
Ask everyone to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10. So let's do that.
10.
Kiko, so okay, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
10.
A fat fucking 10.
A fat fucking 10?
I mean, I'm just saying what everybody in the comments is gonna say. Be like, oh yeah, she's a fat fucking 10. Be like, great.
Is there a comma somewhere in that statement?
Honestly, I'm
She got herself. Why are you gonna say a fat fucking 10? Like, come on, dude.
I don't know.
What was said was said.
Okay.
Yeah. I said what I said, and I meant what I said.
Okay.
Period.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
10. Answer
Were
stays
you
the same.
Were you a 10 last time?
Yeah, I was a 10 last
Okay.
time.
Billy Ray.
We
We should have waited till Deborah was back, but
We'll come back to her. I feel like I'm a 6.7.
Dude, why the fuck would you ever say something
The Asian girl's cute, but she's not a 10.
like that?
Physically or overall?
Oh, I'm factoring everything in.
Really?
Yes.
With everything factored in?
You know,
hold
if
on.
I were to rate it
Hold on. Hold on.
Sorry.
$200.
Thank you, Martin.
Deborah, no long-term commitment, but we can make an agreement. You'll sign a NDA, grow your hair out a bit, convert away from Judaism. I'll coach you to speak a little less.
She's not even
and
here.
fly
Imagine her
you out
hearing this in the
private.
bathroom.
And you and my girlfriend can compete for my affections.
That girl right there on the right, her name is Kiko, right? And she really believes she's a 10. Like, I don't think she's a 10. I wouldn't even give her a 5. Like, I mean, looks-wise, she's okay, but her personality has to be the worst. And personality has a lot to do with giving yourself a 10, so a little delusional there.
Yo, Marquavius, I'll trigger it again once she's back. So don't worry about that. Thank you, though. Go ahead, Deborah. Or sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Billy.
Deborah.
What do you feel like you could improve on
Toasty, I know
to
you
bring you
ain't
from a
talking.
6.7 to like an 8 or 9?
I feel like my fitness is lacking.
Okay.
Out of all these girls, I would give her a 10. And no, it's not because she's white. You know, she seems really humble and realistic, so I find that attractive.
Okay, 1 point.
Fitness is lacking?
No, my appearance, I'm not a 10.
Fitness is
appearance-wise.
lacking?
I disagree with
Into the
ratings
mic,
people
into the
have-
mic.
I'm sorry. I disagree with the ratings people have.
There's a map called 7 Days to Die. I actually saw that. I do want to play that map. Like the Fallout looking map, right? Alright, let's finish this and then we'll go to that.
Do you know where the rating scale comes from? It's supposed to be if you line up 10 random men and you ask them, would you fuck her? And they would say yes or no.
Nope.
That's originally where it came
That's
from.
not how. Nope. That's not how
Okay, where'd
that
it come
works.
from? Tell me.
Well, no, I'm being.
The
I'm
10 rating scale.
Educate me where it came from.
That's
if you
not
know,
how
if
that
you know,
works.
tell me.
Just think
Tell
about
me.
Think about it intuitively. If a 10 is like a perfect woman, like absolutely maxed out attractiveness.
10 is supposed to be on physical. It's supposed to be on physical attraction
So if we're
only.
talking,
We're not
if we're
supposed to talk
talking
about
physical
personality.
attraction, yeah,
Yes.
if we're talking just physical attraction, 10 is like the most attractive woman you could possibly imagine.
Yes, it's 10 out of 10 for a
Anything-
reason because you're lining up 10 and you're counting how many points are you getting. That's why
What
it's
do you mean you're lining up 10? Where
like
does
you're.
Okay, all 10 guys are not gonna say they wanna screw her. I know that for a fact.
lining up
supposed-
10
you're
women come into this?
No, I'm saying 10 men, like, or opposite gender of you. I mean, opposite gender of you. You're supposed to be. It's. The point is,
You tracking with this?
Deborah, you guys.
where did it come from? Then tell me where it came from.
It's just it's like okay, what are you like? If you're a 5, then you're like very like average.
Yes.
If you're like an 8,
because
then
5
you're
out of
like-
10 people would be with you.
No, that's not
That's
what
what it-
that's not what it is.
No, I'm
It's
just-
not-
I'm
it's not
saying
how
on
many
a-
people would be with you. It's not how many people would be
Overall
with you. It's
basis.
like 10 is physical perfection.
Yes, I
Wait,
understand that.
okay.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Not because 10 guys would sleep with you. Like, you could have a girl who's like a 7 and 10 guys would all sleep with her. But that
I
doesn't mean
d-
that she's a 10.
Yeah,
like, in
I
terms
didn't
of-
factor in
Thank
that
you, Flan Life.
who would sleep with me in my rating.
We're, ta-
Yeah,
but
no,
we're
it's
talking
not-
about off of
It's
attractiveness.
not about how many men would sleep with you.
Okay, thank you. We're talking about attractiveness. You truly believe on a skill base that you're a 6.9.
She said 6.7.
6.7, yeah.
That honestly would make you a 6 in my eyes because it's your
Her-
confidence
her-
level. Your
No, but it's-
your
God, her voice adds to it. Like,
doubting
Wait, you
yourself
just
for
looked.
no
You said
reason.
it's
It's
purely
just
based
looks.
on physical attraction.
know.
You're saying
Uh,
her humility
Eric.
brings her down?
It's
the
a
hell
joke.
is this?
It was a joke.
Ad
It was a
block is.
joke.
You gotta
Thank you.
close that.
And I was talking
Yep.
to
Can
her.
the
F11.
audience still see us?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
what in the hell
No,
was
compared
that?
to all of the women in
W
the
ad
world,
block in
I'm
the
rating
chat.
myself on that scale. Me compared to every
Yeah.
woman in the world.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be the
Yeah.
same if you said you're a perfect 10, that people are always going to hate. So
I
you
think
may
it's-
as well just go
Okay,
with what
wait,
you
so-
truly believe.
Kiko, going back
you
to
know?
this whole, if you lined up 10 people and if they all wanted to sleep with you, that makes you a 10.
Okay, so they all found you attractive. I was just going.
Yeah,
off
but
of
that's a
what-
binary, yes or no. Are
But
they
you're not
However,
attractive.
Yeah.
There's degrees to attractiveness.
Exactly. That's why it's supposed to be like 10 random people, like maybe from all over the world, like not just 10 people from San
That's-
Francisco or just
that-
10 people from LA. That's
I've
the way
never
to
heard this.
Yeah, I've never heard that
Look it
either.
up.
That's not.
Okay, well, that's not what we mean.
Google where you look up anything else. Bing, if you use that still, Yahoo.
Okay,
No,
options.
it's like this. It's
It's
like this. If
degrees.
the hottest possible Victoria's Secret model, just
it's-
physical. Hold on, just physical perfection is a 10. How might you compare yourself to? Do you think
10.
you think you're like the most attractive specimen that's ever walked this earth?
I wouldn't say there's.
On
There's
par.
not. Is there not people
On
who are?
par with the most attractive
Can I
specimens
answer?
that have ever walked this earth?
Can I answer?
We give you permission.
Thank you. I mean, he's like keeps shooting things. I mean, hasn't really let me respond.
Just
Sorry.
go.
You know, she reminds me of this gay black guy that I went to elementary school with. His name is Brian. I was gonna say his last name. I'm not trying to dox him, but literally, she looks like the female version of him, and he's black. So
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, but that's saying that there's only one 10 in the world. There's not only
No, no,
one
no,
10. There's
no.
multiple 10s in the world.
That's not.
and
that's
I'm
not what-
yeah, multiple tens, but you're not one of them, Kiko.
I'm up.
saying.
Yeah, I'm saying yes.
the
I
TikTok
will
has
kill
got into
myself.
your brain, Kiko.
I don't use TikTok really.
You have a TikTok called Rage Quit Kiko.
I know, but I just made that. I have like 900 followers. So
Yeah,
how
you're
is 900
famous.
followers getting
You're
to my head?
famous, Kiko.
Thank you, Brian.
Okay, that I've never heard that. I wish
Look
you
it
had
up.
explained that before, but that's not how you define. what a
That's it
10
right
is.
there. Sean Mays.
Thank
10,
you.
perfect.
Thank you, Sean.
9, very beautiful. 8, beautiful. 7, very pretty. Slash
10.
handsome.
So
6,
you're
6, pretty handsome. 5, average. 4, below average. 3, unattractive. 2, very unattractive. 1, hideous.
Yeah,
Accordingly.
she's
Christ
if
is
I'm
Lord.
being
10.
if I'm being realistic, she's like a 3. She's not very attractive. Like, I'm sure there's guys that would find her attractive, but
So you think you're like physical
Billy, you're not a
perfection?
6.7. All things
Kiko,
considered.
you're a 10 in delusion.
You don't want me to tell what you are, Brian.
That's right.
Well, I don't think
That's
I'm a
right.
10.
I know that. I would hope not, but that's not
I
what
don't
I'm
think-
saying. I mean, overall, you don't want me to tell you what you are.
So I heard I got a super chat while I was gone.
Yeah.
Wait, before we get
Yeah,
to that,
but read my
super
chat.
before we
I
get
want
to
it
that,
to be
we
about
were,
me.
we were rating.
No, we are. Yeah.
We're gonna
doing
make
the
it about
rating.
you. We were rating ourselves on physical attractiveness.
Oh,
What
okay.
would you give yourself out of 10?
Oh, I don't know if I want it to be about me anymore.
Just answer honestly.
Purely physical.
They like
Purely
almost
physical?
almost all of them on that side gave themselves 10s.
Yeah, I'd say like 8.8. Because like there's always more beautiful people in the world, but like I know.
Is that a reference?
Are you asking me that because I'm Jewish? Because you.
No. But 8.8. All right.
I don't know.
818 is Kendall Jenner's horrible tequila.
Bro, do you
But-
think a Jew is making a Hitler reference on your show?
Yeah, seriously. I
Jews
told
make
you that before I sat
Hitler
down.
joke. Jews get the pass to make the Hitler joke.
But we
Then
don't.
why are you so offended?
You got your third
If she
Jewish or
has a pass,
something?
why are you so offended?
I'm not offended. What do you mean?
You sounded pretty offended. Is that a Hitler reference?
No, I wasn't offended.
Okay.
Why was I?
Were you excited?
No, I was making a joke.
Okay.
It's a joke.
8.8.
God damn.
I don't know. I think there is an objective attractiveness for people, and I think a lot of that is like the
I would give her a 10 before I give Kiko a 10. Come on now.
beauty standard. Actually, because I wasn't here for the beginning part, a lot of it comes from the golden ratio. People
Yes.
whose face is the golden ratio and they're
Yep.
symmetrical, that is what attractiveness is.
Yep.
That's why when we see things, we're like, that's aesthetic. It's aesthetic to everyone because
Base.
there's certain things that are pleasing to the eye, like having matching face, a strong jawline, things that's what makes things beautiful. Golden ratio.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm also gonna note this is the very last day that I'm streaming to this channel. So, I told you guys the name of the new channel, and absolutely nobody went and followed, so I'm not even worried about it anymore. Like, honestly, like, I'd rather have, people that are not kids. A lot of you guys are kids, and I don't want to run a channel that has a bunch of kids. Like, I look at it as kind of the same way with stand-up comedy. Like, I want, people, even in Twitch or YouTube, I want the audience to be people that would be at my shows, and kids aren't allowed at my shows, so
Goes back to like ancient days.
Yep.
So I think in that sense, I'd have.
yeah, we're gonna check out the 7 days to die map after this. And no, I believe you. After seeing the Come of the Dead map was real, I've seen it all. I believe you. Trust me.
Some of those things, but also like I don't know who I could name as a perfect 10 because for me at least
It's objective.
it's hard with looks because I think like if you're an ugly person you could be so hot but I will see you as a 1 because if you're a bad person it's hard.
And that's Kiko.
That's why like with the person who's like when someone opens their mouth they drop 10 notches and like I am a lot about who you are on the inside also determines how I feel about you on the outside.
Hell yeah.
Yes, this is very true. Also, respect for being an aesthetics respecter. And the golden ratio reference, that is what underlies
but
true
yeah.
beauty. Beauty is objective in my opinion.
That's how they built all the beautiful ancient ruins by using that ratio. So if it's still beautiful us nowadays, I think it will stand the test of time and the
Symmetry
way
and
body
proportion.
positivity
Chase,
will not.
are
Which guy
any
taught you
girls?
all this?
Chase, are any girls at this table a 10?
No.
Okay, what do you have to say
My
about
dad.
that?
I thought we were rating ourselves factoring
Looks.
like.
It's just looks.
I feel like I'd have a different answer if we
What?
were just saying just
That
looks.
was the question.
See, and I'm the opposite. I would have a different answer if
when
it was overall.
when they asked like
You'd
rate
be
yourself
lower
out of
if it
10,
was
I wasn't
overall?
thinking like just looks, just like yourself, like as a person.
Yeah, no,
too.
you're just your physical appearance.
Do you want me to re-answer?
Yeah.
I would say like 7.
Oh, okay, all right. What about for you?
See her saying that is really attractive. Like, she's being real.
Not just a 10, a fat
Hey,
effing
she's a
10.
baddie all around. Baddie, it's a full-time job.
Certified.
I mean,
Certified.
I still think I'm a
Licensed.
fucking certified baddie 10, whatever. But like, I'm also not gonna come for anybody who has.
Come on, if in using her metric, if she's a 10, then if she's a 10, then I'm like a 45.
The preference, like, it is what it is. Like in some people's eyes, I'm probably like a 1. In some people's eyes, I'm a fat fucking 10. So I don't know. I mean, I'm still a fucking 10.
Is there a comma in that
know.
sentence? Okay.
I feel like no one would date someone they didn't think was or at least marry someone that they didn't think was a 10, because like, why would you want to be with someone that you're like, I could find hotter?
But don't you think it is delusional to consider yourself a 10? For those of you who rated yourselves a 10,
No.
whether in appearance or total package.
No.
I don't think it's like
I think it's
thinking that you're the
completely
perfect
delusional.
person, but just being like confident.
Dude, any person who says I am a 10 is basically saying I have zero room for improvement. I'm perfect.
That's
the
not
way
what
that
I
am.
said. I said
No.
10
That's
is
what
perfect.
I hear, though.
Okay, but
that's what
that's
I
why-
hear,
I love
and I
myself
think it's
1.2
delusional.
for improvement.
But this is what he just when she said that, I clarified if we would ask about our overall personality, person as we are as a whole, I wouldn't give myself as a 10. But as attraction level, yeah, I'm peak athleticism, I'm pretty symmetric face. I would give myself a 10 right now. I'm not
Your peak
I can't-
athleticism?
peak.
What's your 40-yard dash?
Yeah, what's your
Peak-
40
How many
peak,
pull-ups can you do?
How would you word it
Peak
better,
fitness?
Sam? Peak fitness. I'm almost at my peak fitness. Not yet.
I would
That's
say
a lot.
I would say so.
Yeah, so I would give myself a 10 in that way. I'm not improving because you're just saying, you're saying you can't be better. Yeah, I can improve maybe my personality, things about me, but far as looks wise, there's not much improvement that's happening unless I get some outside help.
I
You
do
talking about
think
plastic surgery?
I would not get plastic surgery.
I've only gotten hotter with time. I'm
You
just
think
gonna
I would
be
get
honest.
plastic surgery, Brian? Wait, Brian, you think I would get
Aging
plastic
like
surgery?
fine wine. What can I say?
You think I would get plastic surgery? What would I change?
Full-time
Huh?
job.
What would I change
I
for
think
myself?
I think we should move on. I think we should move on.
I think we should.
I
read
think
my
we
super
shouldn't. I
chat.
think we
Read my
shouldn't.
Let's
super
get
chat.
Let's read Deborah's
Let's get to
super
it in a
chat.
sec. I want to know, Sam, what would you rate yourself physically out of 10?
Physically out of 10, because I'm like 5'8", I'm like a 5. I think I have a handsome face. It's like a 7, but because I'm so short, I should just join the circus. I'm a 5. However,
What would you do in the circus?
I would be the
Identify
short
as a
guy.
woman and be a bearded woman.
Yeah, but Sam, you're physically fit, right? You're like super physically fit, so doesn't that boost you up a bit?
You mean like in terms of physical attractiveness?
Yeah, you're a physically
Not only
fit
is
guy.
he physically fit, but he's a stone cold killer, bro. You
Yeah,
should see him on
you're
the
like,
jiu-jitsu
are you a
mat.
black
Honestly,
belt in jiu-jitsu?
UFC
I'm not a black
gyms.
belt, but I'm gonna be subbing some black belts this weekend, bro.
Let's
Oh,
go.
okay.
Let's go.
But no, yeah, I would say okay. Like, physically, I would say like more like a 6. But no, you don't agree, Kiko? What am I on a 10?
No,
How do you
I'm
feel?
not gonna say that. I just think it's
Huh?
terrible to say that about yourself. I
Well,
would never want to date a man
I
who
think
calls
just
it's
because-
on a platform and
realistic
called himself
appraisal.
a
Yeah,
it's
it's
what
just-
humility.
What does
It's
your
humility.
boyfriend
But I'm
rate
not
himself?
finished.
What is your
I don't know.
boyfriend-
You'd probably rate himself a 10, and I know he's a 10. He's fine.
Can you
as fuck.
text him? Text him and then go ahead.
I would say all things considered, because we're just doing physical attractiveness, but I don't want to do that because as a man, you provide value. There's so much more to a man's personality, or to a man than just how he is. I mean, I've heard from women that depending on a man's personality, his like physical frame literally changes for them when he owns who he is and when he brings the right energy. So in that sense, I would say an 8 because I'm not yet where I want to be in life, but I'm getting there.
I totally agree, and that's something that I don't know if it's just like I'm the only person in the history of the world to ever feel this way. It's probably unlikely, but I have not met any other people really close to me that have had the same experience. It's very rare for me to find a guy and be like, he's so hot, like just off the cusp, seeing him like across the room, be like, wow, that guy is like a perfect 10. I think that's half that just people are very ugly these days because they don't take care of themselves, but also I definitely in somebody that like the more I am attracted to somebody's personality, the hotter they look to me. And someone who, if I just looked at them and I was like, oh, they're a 7, if I started talking to them and found out that they were like a really great man of God, strong personality, very masculine, I'd be like, wow, in my eyes, he's a 10. And I feel like everyone should.
Alright, I'm getting bored. Does anyone know what the map's actually called? Yeah, I'm gonna try putting Fallout. Does anyone know the map? The actual name of the map? Oh, Wasteland? Let me try that. Sabura? What the hell is that?